But I still feel you. Stay keep feeling tomorrow, but I'll still feel here. Ready on a mind, like I chased it. Tell me now, in case I don't try it.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Hello, Jay. How are you doing?
I'm very well. How are you, Nenad?
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you for asking. Good evening to you and to your wonderful audience, all of those who are there and all those who are going to be there.
Exactly that. Yeah. Welcome, everybody. It's great to have you here with me again, and welcome to anyone watching on the replay. So tonight I'm joined by Nenad, who has a slightly different channel to what I usually speak to people about. He has a AI channel that focuses on drum and bass and some really, really great music, I must say. So you heard a little bit of it there in the intro, and I've got quite a few questions that I want to ask Nenad about his channel, about his YouTube journey, and just about the process that he goes through to make his music, and some of the challenges that he's faced as a YouTuber that some of us might not have had to face, because obviously it's completely different. And I know that Nenad watches my YouTube channel, and I'm sure that a lot of the principles apply, but a lot of the things that I talk about, you know, like camera confidence and, you know, the video production process won't apply to him. So it's going to be really interesting to see things from the other side, really. Somebody who doesn't ever worry about putting their face on the camera, but still does really well. And I think at the last count you were saying, Nenad, you had 17,000 watch hours with 500 subscribers, which is absolutely incredible. So congratulations.
Yeah, that's I broke the 4,000 watch hours with less than 100 subscribers. It's been in my first month of being an active YouTube channel.
That's incredible. Yeah, that's I guess it's because people put the music on and go about their daily life. I mean, my wife listens to your channel, but she listens to your music on Spotify, not on YouTube. So we'll do the housework listening to your music, basically. And I'm sure that a lot of people do that. Just out of
Yeah.
interest, what would you prefer? Would you prefer people listen to on YouTube or Spotify?
Well, if people are enjoying my music, I do they can listen to anywhere. I want them to enjoy my music on whatever platform they're liking, be it, I don't know, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, or any other music platform, because I'm present on all of the platforms.
Yeah,
That's
no,
it.
that's amazing. Honestly, I think
Yeah.
it's such it's just because it's made by AI, it doesn't remove any of the talent, and we're going to go through some of that and just
Yeah.
how involved and difficult the process can be. So I'm just going to start with a question that I ask most of my audience, or most of my guests, should I say. What inspired you to start your YouTube channel? And is it the first time you've been on YouTube, or did you have a channel before?
Yeah, well, what inspired me is that I actually wanted to have a more fun way to make money, because I all of my life I had some kind of side hustle, and I've been doing video editing, I don't know, for the past 10 years or even more, and it's boring. It's all the same at one point. So I was bored with it, and I wanted to find a more fun way, and then AI got in bloom, and well, all of the AI tools started appearing over there, and I was just waiting for the right one for the music to be available to general public, and as soon as it was available, I was like, okay, this is my thing, so let's roll with it. And this is not my first channel, actually, with music. I have one which is basically dead because I did a lot of mistakes growing it. And I think we're going to talk about those mistakes later in the podcast. So
We are.
let's put that on a cliffhanger, if that is the saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, you said you made a lot of mistakes with your previous YouTube channel, and there are there are mistakes that a lot of people probably make, regardless of what type of content they make. So definitely going to be interesting talking about that. But obviously,
Yeah,
you make music on your channel.
yeah.
Did you have a background in music or technology before you started doing this, or was it something that you just decided to give it a go?
Well, I have been listening to electronic music for the most of my life. I like music. I enjoy music generally. It's not about the genre. I just like the EDM, or electronic dance music, because it's a bit techy. So maybe that's a technical background. I'm not a technical. I'm not a technical guy. I know how to fix stuff. I know how to build a PC, but I don't know the instruments. I don't know anything about that. And I don't know music. Let's say it like that. Let's put it like that. But I've been listening to music, and I know a lot about drum and bass. So because it's a big part of underground culture here where I'm from, in Belgrade, Serbia, and my very good friends are actually drum and bass DJs and producers. So I was spending a lot of time with them when they were making music, when they were holding gigs and DJing around. I was traveling with them. We were all like kind of a gang, and that's where I fell in love with this kind of music. And let's say that is my background.
Yeah, that's great. I love drum and bass. I used to listen to it a lot when I was younger. I still listen to it now, although it does make me feel uh, kind of nostalgic for my younger years. I know that I'm not necessarily old, but it does make me feel like I want to go out sometimes, you know.
Well, in this
Um,
conversation, you're young. I'm older than you, so.
okay, thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, YouTube then. How long have you been on here? How have you been finding it? And you recently hit 500 subscribers, which is a pretty big milestone.
Yes, it's a pretty big milestone for me, because I wanted to do this channel, this Liquid Hour DMB, 100% organic, and see how far it is going to go. And I started it. I'm going to tell you an exact date. It's 9th of March. That is my first upload on that channel. I had this channel created in 2016, but I didn't do anything with it. I just created it and left it like that.
Okay.
So my first upload was on 9th of March, and then it just went. It's going straight up. So I'm very pleased with the progress so far. But I think bigger and big and bigger things are yet to come for that channel.
Well, what happened then? You said you started a different channel. I'm just going to put on the screen
Yeah.
as we talk some of the appreciation for
Oh,
you and your music, because I think it's great to get the recognition that you deserve. You said
thank you.
you
Yeah.
started a different channel. Was that also music? And what
Yes.
happened to it?
Yes, it's a synthwave channel. I don't know if you know about the genre. It's music inspired by new retrowave and synthwave of the 80s, and I blended it with the themes with music from Cyberpunk 2077 and
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm
Blade
playing that at
Run,
the moment.
yeah, Blade Runner, Matrix, and stuff like that. I like to call that like a blending of analog and digital, the biomechanics and stuff like that. Those were my inspirations, and I would argue that that music is even harder to make than this, and it's really good. But I did a lot of bad promotions on YouTube.
YouTube
So
promotions.
yeah, because when I was doing that, that was in beta days of the tool that I'm using right now to make music. Back in the day, when you do those promotions, you keep the watch hours, and you keep the views, you keep the subscribers,
Right.
But there was no way to instruct YouTube where you want to target those people. Regardless, I mean, there was a way you can type in, I want to target people from the United States, from the UK, whatever, and it doesn't do it. It just completely ignores it and just goes worldwide. So that was the problem, because the channel got 3,500 subscribers, and around maybe 500 of those people are actually interested in that music. Other
So why would they
3,000,
subscribe then? Because I've heard a lot of people say that if you promote your channel, I mean, I've never done it. I know that a lot of people have. Some people have had success with it, but you did it. You got 3,500 subscribers, and
yeah.
then essentially every time you upload, they don't watch your video.
Well, yeah, because when you pay for those promotions, you are putting money. You have to spend it, right? In order to, so YouTube just spends the money that you say to spend, and it gives you not to say low value, but uninterested subscribers. So it's then back then it was doing so much damage to my channel that now whatever I upload on it, I cannot get more than 10 views. That's basically it.
That's just so strange, because these are people. When you promote your channel, I presume that it's real people who are subscribing to your channel, right?
I suppose so, but as I said, everything drops. Everything dropped. The retention, the view percentage, everything just went down, and it just stopped. So now I cannot get more than 50 impressions on a video.
Wow. Well, that's a lesson to everyone. Don't promote your channel, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, but a small disclaimer, that was back in the day, so like 2 years ago.
Right.
So I'm
That's
not
really,
sure.
yeah. I've heard a lot of bad things about it, to be honest with you. So I won't be touching it, and I don't think anyone should really.
I'm tempted to test it now and put it like, I don't know, $1 of and see what happens, and just for the subscribers.
I don't know about you, but whenever I see a YouTube video that I see as sponsored, I just never click on it, because I presume it's an
Exactly,
advert, right?
exactly.
But
I do the
those are
same.
actually people who have promoted their channels.
Yes, but I'm not sure if the promotion is only done on YouTube. Maybe there are some backlinks on other side, because well, now I cannot check it, but back then I should have checked it if there was an increase in external impressions from external sources. Sorry, my English is bad.
That's okay. You do.
So,
Your English is much better than my Serbian, is it?
of course, I can teach you.
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
I'm going to book you a session on your site, a coaching session. I'm going to pay to teach you a few Serbian
So you're
words.
going to pay me for a coaching session and teach me how to speak your
Yeah.
language at the same time.
Yes, I'm that guy. I'm that good.
That's a win-win in my book. No, but it
course.
has to be said though. I mean, you know, to come onto a YouTube live and speak in a language that isn't your own, it's must be quite challenging. I can't imagine it as an English person. we're quite lazy. We don't have to worry about that sort of thing. We just go around the world and everywhere speaks our language, you know. Even
Yeah.
Americans, they speak our language. So it's perfect for
Yeah.
us.
Jay, we're what 10 minutes into this thing. Let's not go over that road, man. Last time we did who was it's Ricky. It was
Oh, yeah, no, I was asking him why they pronounce hotel without the H. Yeah, I remember.
yeah,
But yeah, I'm not here to lose any subscribers tonight. So
yeah,
um,
sure.
let's
But
carry on with the question.
regarding my language, I just want to add one thing. For example, one of the things that you talk about in your videos, Jay, is that imposter syndrome that people have when they face the camera and try and start speaking stuff. For
Yeah.
people who are not English speakers, we have double that imposter syndrome because
Wow.
we have to speak in a different language, you know. And I know how am I supposed to sound in my head, but
Yes.
regardless of how well I speak the English language, it's still my second language, and I have to double to twice articulate myself in order to speak properly, to speak clearly, for people to understand me. So it's it's not easy.
I can't imagine it is. And I mean, if I think that language, but not just language, I think even accents are a barrier to people because a lot of people will click on a video, and if the person's got a strong accent, they won't watch the video,
Yeah,
from what
yeah,
I've read, which is
yeah.
it's terrible, really.
It's hard. It's hard. That's why that's why I'm slacking for my with my 500 subscriber special, because I want to make a talking head video and want to thank the people who are subscribed to me, and but it's hard, man.
I think you should just embrace who you are. I say that to everyone all the time when it comes to camera
Yeah,
confidence. Just embrace you know, you are who you are, and if
yeah.
anybody wants to unsubscribe from your channel because you don't speak perfect English, then to be honest with you, you don't need them as subscribers in the first place, if I'm being frank. So
Well, yeah. When you say it like that, yeah, you're right, 100%.
yeah, but what I found is that most people on YouTube are really lovely, supportive people.
Exactly,
I've found
exactly.
one or two people that I have to question their mentality, but for the most part, and I mean, obviously Naz is here tonight, but maybe I shouldn't have said it out loud. But yeah, for the most part, everyone's really supportive, and
Yes,
that's one of the best things about YouTube, really.
that is the one thing that keeps me that kept me working on my YouTube is the community. I mean, everybody says it. You say it so several times. Nas says it. Wherever you turn around, you hear that. But it really is like that because I know I had to be a part of a community, of a gang, of a crew when I started this liquid drum and bass, and I made the mistake of searching amongst the let's say genuine music creators, because I'm a AI tool user. I'm not a music creator. That's how I think of myself. And I was rejected like an ugly duckling over there. Now, you know, because who are you with your AI music, blah blah blah, and stuff like that. I said, okay, sure, cast me out, no problemo. And then I came around the communities of you guys, and I was happy to be accepted the way I am. So
Yeah,
that's
you've been a great part of the community. You're on Time Aya's school community. You're on Naz's school community,
yeah.
and that's where I met you. And it's funny because you commented on one of my videos, and I then subscribed to your channel, and I was listening to your music, and I didn't realize that you were the same person that I was talking to on the school community. So that's quite funny. And it was actually on the live that I did with Naz when I found out that
Yeah,
that
I
was you.
remember that. I remember that. That was funny.
Yeah, yeah. So no, it's really cool. But you know, you mentioned your music not being like proper music, but let's just talk through that process quickly. Because a lot of
Yeah.
people here might think, well, you make AI music. What does that mean exactly? I mean, does that mean you just say to Chat GPT, give me a song? But I don't think it's that easy, is it? And it does take quite a bit of work and knowledge and skill. So could you walk us through your workflow for creating your music?
Yeah, well, how much time do we have? I'm joking.
Well,
Okay, okay. I'm joking. So it goes like this. Like, I mean, like anything that you are good in, I consider myself to be very, very good in this. You need a lot of trial and error, and you need to be to have a thick skin and to be acceptive of your of critic. I mean, you need to distinguish a critic and a salty comment, right? But you need to improve your music. You need to improve your prompts, and the only way to do that is to push it to people who are going to listen it, to people who don't know at that moment if it is AI or regular music. And then, oh, this is AI. Your bass is too flat. Okay, nice. Let me write it down. So my bass is flat, and it was I was pushing, and then I think I made uh, a, a little below 3,000 songs now. So I think I can create anything now, and it's the process is it's the same as you prompt ChatGPT or any other AI tool. Uh, uh, when you, I mean, when you see a good prompt and when you see a bad prompt, right?
Yeah.
So you need to for ChatGPT, it's like, I don't know, you need to give it a persona, you need to tell it specifically how to answer, and it's the same thing with the tool that I'm using. It's called Suno AI. I don't know what the B minor is or D minor is or anything related to music, but I know how to describe the feeling. Because when you're listening to music, it gives you some kind of a feeling. You feel like you're in a hangar of an underground party, or you're I don't know, rocking or on the mountains, or you're driving your bike on the lake shore, and that's how the tool works. You just describe describe what you want to feel, and in a cascading manner, in a cascading order. So you say, I want to create drum and bass. Okay, that's the first thing. Underlining with a nostalgic feeling. Okay, that's the second thing, and so on and so forth. That's when you create the instrumental parts. When you want to add vocals to it, you can do it in several ways. You can firstly create the vocals on some other AI tool, or you can import vocals that you pre-recorded and then add music to it.
Okay, so is it like when we edit videos, you have to generate the footage and the assets, and then you kind of edit the video together with the the audio track, the A roll, if you like, and then you add the different elements to the song in, like B roll? Is it similar?
To an extent, yes. When I'm creating music for my clients, I need at least a half an hour of talk with them to understand what they want to do with music, right?
Okay.
So if the point of the music are the words, then we have to start with lyrics, right? Then we go with everything else. If they want music just as a background of them doing something, house chores or studying or working or whatever, then we are going with that. Okay, so we do not need the lyrics for that, and that's how pardon me, that's how I start creating it. And then of course it's fine tuning, and you can never get your desired music from your first attempt.
It's like anything, isn't it? It's like any video that you make, any music,
Yeah.
any piece of art, any creative endeavor. It's going to take practice, right?
Yeah, it's like having a quirky rock band at your disposal that sometimes overperforms, sometimes underperforms, but it does it really fast. I can generate songs. I don't know. I can generate a full album in less than half an hour. So
wow. So do you ever have to remix the music manually, like a DJ would, or like in a traditional sense?
No, but there is an AI tool for that. That's how I mix these two songs that I've given you to start this stream. So
it's really interesting. You'd have to show me one day offline, because I'm really interested in it. I think it's amazing. And like I said, the music that you make, let's be honest, because drum and bass is electronic music anyway, so that would have been made with computers.
Yeah.
There wouldn't have been instruments, I mean, okay, some of them might a long time ago, but it's all done on computers. The only difference is now you've managed to, automate that process with a tool. It's really fascinating to me, really. So given the nature of your channel and how it's completely different to what most of the audience would make themselves, I wonder if the challenges that you've faced growing your channel have been similar to the ones that we might face as talking head videos or whatever we make.
Yes, I gave a lot of thought about that, Jay, and I think the biggest similarity is the hook, right?
Yeah.
So we all know how hook is important for a talking head YouTube channel, or generally a YouTube channel, and that's what they figured out in our school community. I was thinking, okay, so these people are talking about the hook, and they're giving so much effort into it. They're scripting it, they're practicing it, they're doing re-rolls and reruns of it. And I said, okay, there has to be a hook for my type of content, right? So I just gave it a lot of thought, and I figured out, okay, my hook is the quality of my songs. So my first several songs need to be really, really good, in order for people to just let them to start the mix, and then just go away and do their stuff or work, whatever may it be.
Yeah.
So the hook is the biggest similarity, and the thumbnails, not the thumbnails, but the point of the thumbnail needs to draw attention.
Yeah.
In
So
a di-
sorry, I
no,
interrupted.
so in a different kind of way, attention.
Yeah, so it's very similar to any video, really, because the packaging is going to be so important, isn't it? And
Yeah.
I think with your music as well, the thumbnail can really convey a sense of what the music's going to be like, or the feeling that it's going
Yeah.
to give you. And I always say that a thumbnail should make somebody feel something before they've even clicked the video.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I think that's probably very, very apt for your content.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I have done a lot of maybe the biggest part of work I've did in past few months is regarding my thumbnails. I have reworked them several times, and I'm collecting data. I have a few more ideas of what I want to try with my thumbnails, and I need to see how people react to them, in order to establish a unique, not a unique feeling, but a feeling when people see my thumbnail, they say, okay, this is Liquid Hour DNB. Okay, let's click on this.
Yeah, I think you're building a good brand there, and I mean, your channel growth is testament to that, and 17,000 watch hours in less than a year as well. I mean, that's incredible. So you're obviously doing something right. And if anyone watching now wants background music for any household work that they're doing, or any task whatsoever, it's perfect for that. But I work out to it. I listen to it in the car. I'm honestly a massive fan, so that's why I'm so glad to have you on here with me tonight.
Thanks.
It's
Well,
you know,
that is. Thank you so much for those kind words. But for example, I'm also the consumer of my own content. So
Yeah.
at times I'm not able to give an objective opinion of my own content, because you can like one song and somebody else is not going to like it. So that's why I'm pushing people as much as I can to give me their opinion. I had some interesting comments on my videos regarding that. I had some people who say who didn't believe me that this is AI music, and I have some people who say, "Oh, this is AI, yuck," even though it says in my title it's an AI song.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to put on the screen again some of the nice comments that you're getting from people in the audience, which is lovely to see.
Thanks,
This is
Mike.
the Nenad Appreciation Show tonight. And Mike, I'm not taking questions at the moment. I've got some questions that I want to speak to Nenad about. After the interview is done, if you like, I'm going to go to the audience for the usual YouTube Q&A. But the podcast is going to take the form of purely being about the person that I've got on as a guest for the first half an hour or so, and then we'll move on to the usual format. So I appreciate the questions, but I just wanted to make that clear, just in case anyone's thinking I'm ignoring them. I'm not. I will circle back to them though, Mike. And I know that we've already done nearly half an hour. That's how time flies when you're in good company. But yeah, Nicola enjoys listening to your music while cooking, and I know that's something she's very good at doing, because her channel is amazing as well. Some of the lovely recipes that she's been sharing make me feel hungry, even when I've just eaten.
Every time hungry, every time, and every time I see Nicola's video, I'm always hungry, and I can eat a lot. So
yeah, it's great. This is such a great community, isn't it?
Yeah.
That we've got such an eclectic bunch of people that all come together through their content creation. So I wanted to ask you a question that I think I ask a lot of people this, because YouTube's difficult. So what is the biggest challenge that you've had growing your channel so far, if anything?
Well, I think my channel is growing on a steady pace, which is it's slow. I mean, all growing channels have different issues, right? So, for example, for people who do videos of 5 to 10 minutes, they have issues with watch hours.
Yeah.
I, who do videos, for my videos are 1 hour, I have problems with subscribers, right? So let's say that subscribers are my biggest issue, but I mean, it's okay, it's fine. I'm fine with this. I'm not rushing anything. The last time I rushed, I hit the wall, and my channel is basically dead. So I think that those are the issues, and of course, the real issue, not the real issue. One of the issues is also getting a constructive critic. That is
Okay,
a
yeah.
big, because I really have a tough skin, and if I ask somebody a question, I'm prepared to receive any kind of answer. It's no problem. I just, because that is how I feel I can grow as a channel, as a, let's say, music producer. I can only increase the quality of my content by having somebody criticize it and giving me something. Okay, your music is okay, but you need to do this. You should do this. So I'm really appreciative of people who are giving me their opinions. So that is I would like to have more. Let's say like
Yeah,
that.
so it's interesting, isn't it? Because a lot of us get a lot of feedback. You know, a lot of us might get feedback that we might not like to hear, but we might need to hear.
Yeah,
And a lot of the time, people are nice for the sake of being nice. Because, like I said, there's a lot of nice people on YouTube, and a lot of people would never leave negative feedback, even if it was constructive.
yeah.
So it's interesting.
Tell me about it, because the way I speak, I mean, from the part of the world where I come from, we are very direct people. We don't we don't sugarcoat our words. We say directly what we mean, what we mean. That's what we say. So I had a lot of problems with it, because I suppose if somebody asks me for my opinion, I'm going to give them an honest answer, and sometimes they're not going to like it. So
Yeah,
that's
well,
why
that means that I'm very lucky then, because you've only ever given me positive feedback for my channel. So
yeah, man. Trust me, if I find something that I don't like, I'm going to tell it to you. Well, no problem. Also,
yeah, thank you, appreciate that. So next time I make a bad video, I want you to call me out in the comments.
what do you mean next time? When was the first time, brother?
You mean, when did I ever make a good video?
No, the bad one. I told you when you uploaded your first video that you're going to do good.
Well, thank you. Well, interestingly, I mean, I did pass 1,000 subscribers recently, but like you alluded to, the watch hours are one of the biggest challenges for so many people. I know that. I've got nearly 2,000, which I'm very grateful for, but I know that a lot of people struggle with that.
Yes.
Even if they do have the subscribers. I mean, our friend Tracy is in the audience. I hope she won't mind me saying that. I mean, her channel's great. She passed 1,000 subscribers quite a while ago, but because it's that rolling watch hours, the 364th day drops off the back end.
Yeah,
It's a real challenge for so many people. And it's interesting that you've got so many watch hours, but the subscribers don't come. I don't know if you could have call to actions in your videos. It's not like you can ask people to subscribe to your channel midway through a song.
There's somebody would unclick instantly, right? Imagine that, right? No,
You could have me pop up saying, "Please subscribe."
Yeah, like in Mortal Kombat, that guy that comes from the side of the screen.
Yeah.
Well, I do have a call to action in my videos, but it's a graphic one, so it just pops out like subscribe now on Spotify, and then it just goes down, not to disturb the scenery. But I think channels like yours can and will benefit a lot from the lives. And as we've spoken, I think that if you create more content from one of your lives, you can actually divert people to the live. For example, you take the most interesting parts, if any, from this live. You create some content, you create shorts, and then people are, if they're like it, they're probably going to listen to the whole interview, right?
Yeah.
So
It's true. It's just a matter of time, though, because I like doing these lives because they're not easy, but they're I don't have to edit them. They are what they are, They're me and somebody else having a conversation about YouTube, and it's kind of a bit of a break for me, and I really enjoy it on a Friday night. And it does give a lot of value to the people watching. People enjoy it. I know
Yes.
that a lot of the time people are just hanging out in the chat, having a conversation, which also is really cool. I do the same on other people's lives, but to edit a live into a podcast that you'd see some of the bigger channels doing is a full-time job. If I was to take a 2-hour piece of footage, edit that into one podcast and then edit it into several videos, that's a full-time job. And
Yeah.
I've got to focus on my long-form content, my coaching business, the newsletter that I've
Yeah,
got.
I wanted to ask about that. I saw the post that you have your newsletter set up. Is it
Yeah.
automated? Can you tell me a bit more about it? Because I'm like newsletters.
Yeah, so obviously I've made a fair few videos now, and I've as a YouTube growth channel, I have spent months basically studying YouTube almost obsessively, to the point where I feel like I've got a lot of knowledge built inside me, which is great for videos, but also I've got a back catalogue of videos with full scripts there, full of knowledge that I want to share. So I thought, well, if I start a YouTube newsletter and I can help people with all of the knowledge I've got in small, bite-sized, digestible chunks, basically, and it's free. It's easy to, you just sign up. You get an email once a day or a couple of times a week. So that was really the motivation, and it just brings
Nice.
awareness to what I do as well, and it brings awareness to the coaching offer that I have. So it's a win-win all around, really. And I've already had some really good feedback from it. So yeah, that's why I started it. No, thanks for the mention. Appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you all obviously have knowledge to share, and you're giving it away free. So it's like you said, it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. And helping people is one of the main reasons that I started this. So it's definitely one of the most enjoyable aspects of it.
Yeah, I
100%.
also find great joy in helping people to do any way I can.
Yeah, I enjoy it very much so. So I had another question for you about your music. A lot of people might think that because you've made it with AI, you don't really own it. Is that the case? Can somebody just steal your music because it's not yours?
Well, when you create music with AI on any tool at the moment, if you have a paid subscription, you are the owner of it 100%. So I'm the owner of that music. But stealing is another thing. For example, all of my music is royalty free. Everybody can use my music that I upload on YouTube in their whatever their project is, right? But it's going to be recognized by my, let's say, publisher. But if I put a content ID which is paid additionally, then nobody's can steal my music without me knowing it, and without I can then take legal measures and stuff like that. But I don't think I'm that big of a channel at the moment. So even though my music is, I'm not, I mean, I have to say it's good, I'm not that big of a channel, so I'm not drawing too many attention from people. But if anybody, that would thank you.
It will.
Hopefully.
It will. I'm wondering, your channel's definitely growing. Is it a steady growth?
Yes, it's a steady growth. I mean, you know how this works, Jay. When you have a few days with low subscribers or low views or low watch hours, you think, oh my God, my channel is going down. It's stagnating. But then all of a sudden, the next day, you get 50 subscribers or 10 subscribers or more views than you think you would. Yeah. So you need to see the big picture. If you take a look of some small chunks of your analytics, you're not going to find any answers. You're only going to find problems.
Yeah.
So you either look at the big picture or you don't look at it at all, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that's a good lesson for everyone, really, because it isn't going to be a short-term fix. It's always going to be a long-term approach that we have to take to YouTube growth.
Yeah.
And like I said in lots of my videos, including the one I did recently, looking at the analytics every single day is literally a waste of time. I mean, yeah, you might see how your video is doing, but I've spoken to and I've heard lots of people in the comments of my videos that have said that they literally sit on the YouTube app refreshing the app to see if they've got more views.
Yeah,
and I
but what?
couldn't think of anything more torturous to a person, really.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to see? I mean, if your views jump from 60 to 100, okay, it happened, and then what? Then you need to make your next video even better, and your next video even better. I mean, you're not going to be helped by seeing that. So I like to check analytics daily because I like to know how things work and why things happen, and that's why I'm working. I don't care if I have low views or low watch hours or stuff like that. I just want to know if I upload this thumbnail, okay, it only has a click-through rate of, I don't know, 1%. Why is that? That's what I want to know. If my retention drops after 30 seconds on below 60%, okay, I want to know why is that, what part of my song is that. So that's why I'm looking at analytics daily. But I'm not being depressed if I have low views, or being overhyped if my video goes, I don't know, over 1K or something like that.
Yeah,
So,
and
but that's just the way I am. I mean,
it's a confusing one sometimes because I've had videos that have had such amazing feedback, loads of comments,
and no
loads of
badges.
likes, and then you look at the average view duration, and it's like 40%.
Yeah,
But I think that's quite normal. But the fact is that anyone who does watch it all the way to get a 40% AVD, there's a large number of people that are watching it to the end, isn't there?
yeah. I mean, basically, I have a drop in the first, let's say, third of the video. Let's say it like that. I don't know the exact number. I have a drop, and then a big drop, and then it just goes bit by bit by bit. It's
Yeah.
it's close to a flat line. So if I have, for example, one number at after first 30% of my video, I'm going to have a similar number at the end. So that is the part where I mentioned the hook is important for me. My first few songs need to be good. That some people just click and walk away or
Yeah, but I
work
think it's the
away.
same for everyone. Tiffany
Yeah.
said something here which is interesting. I'm just going to put it on the screen. She said that she changed the format and the retention went up to 50%, but still nothing major happened. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, obviously that's going to be good. I think it's going to be good for your channel because the videos for me that have done the best, including the one that I recently had get like 17,000 views when I had 300 subscribers.
Yeah.
The average view duration on that was like 70%. So obviously that signaled to YouTube that it was a good video.
Yeah.
Whether or not it was or not, I mean, it's objective, but it's subjective. Sorry, but definitely 50% is really good, Tiffany. So I wouldn't complain about that if you like. I think it's a good number to have.
I also think
Definitely,
it's a good number to have, right?
yeah. So what do you think is going to happen to your channel then over the long term if you're just getting consistent views, consistent subscribers over time? And I presume with your content creation process, you can make quite a lot of videos in a short space of time, right? And then
Yes.
you've got Spotify as well. You're on Spotify. Are you on Apple Music?
Spotify, Apple Music, all meta platforms like Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, and everywhere I can be found over there.
Do you get
I
paid
can,
from them? So for
yeah.
Spotify, for example, do they pay you?
Well, not yet, because you need to a single song needs to have at least 1,000 listens in order to be monetized. To get a portion of the cake. To get a portion of that cake.
Okay.
So Spotify is not paying me, but interestingly enough, I get money from YouTube ads, even now. And that's the thing I need to figure out why is it happening, because I'm already getting some money from my publisher for YouTube premium views and YouTube ads.
That's strange,
So
isn't it?
yeah, it is strange. I
Are
mean,
people remixing your videos, do you think? Are they
no,
using
no,
your...
no, no,
Oh,
no. They're not remixing my videos at all. And I think I know why that is happening, but I'm not 100% sure, because when I upload my mix on YouTube, that's like 1 hour of music. It has like 15 or 16 songs, right? So I upload those 15 or 16 songs to my publisher, DistroKid, and I upload the artwork, and then DistroKid, on my behalf, uploads it on my YouTube channel as a single song.
okay.
So the money I'm getting are from DistroKid are for those songs. But I'm not sure why. I mean, why and how I get from you money from YouTube.
So you're
YouTube ads.
monetized under 1,000 subscribers.
Yes, I was monetized. My first paycheck was 2 months ago. My last one
Wow.
was like $30 perhaps.
I'll have to look into that. That's interesting. I didn't know that was possible.
I
You've
didn't.
hacked YouTube, Nanad.
Yeah. So everybody, if you you just need to obtain official artist checkmark, like my channel has. So
Okay. I might start doing that then.
yeah.
I think also having 17,000 watch hours probably helps.
Yeah, well, you asked about the plans for my channel, right?
Yeah.
So the 1,000 subscribers, I mean, the full monetization is not the end goal for me. It's just basically it's the beginning for me, because I want to put up my 24-hour stream of music, and I want it to be completely ad-free, completely clear and clean for the listeners. And in order to do that, to have some sense of doing it, I need the money. I plan to use the money from YouTube monetization, from ad revenue,
Yeah.
to pay for those servers.
Okay. So it's kind of like investment, really, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, those servers are something like $40, $50 per month. So when I hit that benchmark with the ad revenue, I'm going to run that stream. It's going to be 24/7. It's going to run every time, all the time, so I can focus on other stuff. That is one of the plans for my channel. And of course, I have my own website where I offer my services as a music creator. I have in plan to create some merch, some ebooks. I'm actually finishing one right now. So those are just the let's say micro plans. I want to create my own record label for the people who are creating music with AI, because we are all ugly ducklings in the world of music and everybody's rejecting us. I applied for one actually, and they didn't reject me. They said that the vocals in your song are not clear to see to hear. And I said, of course they're not clear because it's Elvish. That was my prompt.
Elvish.
Elvish, yeah. I told the AI I want the singer to sound like Enya. Do you know who Enya is?
No.
Never mind. It's an old singer, female. She has an angelic voice. I said I want the singer the voice to sound like Enya, and I want the language to be Elvish. Just made up your. So
That's the beauty of AI. You can do whatever you want.
yes, of course.
We've got Joseph on. He's given a solution to your monetization query. Or
All right.
so yeah, YouTubers' music that creators have made, and they can get a cut from views when someone else uses it. So if you have a distributor uploading it, it's probably connected through music monetization.
Yeah, that makes sense, because YouTube Music is actually pushing my content more than people who are not who don't have the checkmark that I do. So
Okay.
yeah.
So does
Thanks.
that mean your music is on the YouTube Studio library?
I never checked. I don't think so.
Maybe Joseph seems to know, so maybe he can answer that question as well. He's a bit of a YouTube expert, an undercover YouTube expert.
Yes.
He's a great guy if you've ever got a question.
I would appreciate that answer if he has one.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Mike knows Enya, and so does Tracy. There you go. I've learned something today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got a last question for you, really, before we go to the audience for their questions. What advice would you give to someone starting an AI channel today, or any YouTube channel, really? Because I mean, a lot of the principles are the same, regardless of whether it's AI or not.
Yeah. Well, the short answer would be get good at AI, but the long answer is you need to practice. You need to refine your skills in prompting. That is the main thing. You need to know how to speak to a machine, and you need to know how a machine thinks. If you figure that out and you improve your prompts, you're going to do good with AI channel, whatever it is. Even though some people are going to say it's a low effort because it's AI, but I don't like that term, low effort. I mean, it's kind of when somebody puts their everything they have into creating the video, regardless if it is AI video or it's talking head, and somebody said it's low effort. I mean, okay, to somebody it can be low quality, but it's not low effort because that's the best they can do, right? So people just need to get good at prompting and to trial and to try and to try and to practice, and of course refine their prompts.
Man,
Refine.
I think AI is a reality of the modern world, and it's going to be more and more prevalent in our lives as we go forward. You know, to say something's low effort is, I think, it's quite disingenuous, really, because
Yeah.
I mean, you could have an artist who uses a paintbrush say that somebody who uses, you know, Photoshop, oh, that's low effort because you're using a mouse and a keyboard. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, well, people said the same thing about computers. People will say the same thing about AI, but ultimately, you're a content creator, and
Yeah.
it's not easy.
Yeah,
So,
I had people saying that AI music is low effort, right? But I have made almost 3,000 songs, and I'm in top 0.1% of Suno users worldwide. So the effort I have put, the amount of hours of work I have put into creating music and to achieving this level that I am right now is definitely not low effort. It can be low quality. I can accept that, but it's definitely not low effort.
yeah, fair enough. Well, I appreciate the answer there. Joseph's got an answer for us. We should bring him on. As far as
Yeah.
he knows, when people stream your songs on YouTube Music, okay, you earn a per stream royalties. Ah, okay, so it's YouTube Music, as in the streaming service that you put your videos on,
Yeah.
your music on.
Cool. Does that apply only to users who have YouTube Premium or to all of users? That's my question to you, brother.
He's got a job tonight. He's answering all the questions about YouTube Music.
Yeah. Would you like to also to answer some questions, Jay? I have some questions prepared for you. I did my homework.
Oh, you're going to put me on the spot now? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, sure. So just to let everyone know, I'm going to be answering up, opening. God, I can't speak tonight. I'm going to be opening up the chat to the viewers as usual on any other YouTube Q&A. So if you've got questions, I know that Mike's asked a couple already. There might be a few more there. I think I saw Chappie with one earlier. If you could do me a favor, just repost it. Put 3 capital Qs in front of the question as usual, and I'll get round to them. But it appears that Nenad wants to put me on the spot and ask me a couple of questions first. So go for it. I'll do my best to answer. And
I know you.
Go for it.
Okay, so this one is I'm extremely interested to hear what you have to say about this. So if you restart your channel from zero today, completely restart with everything you know, so you keep the knowledge you have,
Okay.
what are the first 3 moves that you're going to make? First 3 moves.
Okay, that's a really good question. All right then. So all I'll do is I'll just reverse engineer the mistakes that I made when I first started my channel. The first thing I do, I wouldn't post too often. I would really sit there and do the research on what it is I'm going to post.
Fair enough.
And I would spend my time making the best video that I possibly could in order to grow my channel quickly. I thought at the beginning that you just had to post loads in order to grow, and it didn't really work. So that's the first thing I do. And secondly, as a YouTube channel that focuses on YouTube advice, it's really difficult to be credible at the beginning because you've got nothing to prove to anyone that you know what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
So the first thing that I do is I would do purely how-to videos teaching people skills that nobody can question whether or not I know what I'm talking about. So, for example, camera confidence. You know, if I could teach camera confidence with 1 subscriber, because people can look at me and say, well, that guy's confident on a camera.
Yeah.
No one can question that. And it's similar to things like editing. I could do basic video editing. And that's pretty much the strategy that I would use. And then as I built up my channel to maybe 100 or 200 subscribers, I'd start talking about, like I did anyway, I'd start talking about my journey and the things that I learned on my journey as a new YouTuber. And again, no one can dispute that because that's my experience. And largely that's what I do anyway.
Yeah.
It's sharing what I've learned as I go along. So that's how I'd do things differently, I think, rather than just trying to, I wouldn't say parrot the advice that I see big channels giving, but a lot of I think a couple of my first videos, I was really just repeating advice that I was already aware of through other channels without necessarily knowing through my own experience, if that makes sense, if I'm being
Yeah.
brutally honest.
Yeah. That's actually a good answer and a perfect transition to my second question.
Go for
So,
it.
is there a piece of advice you gave in early stages of your YouTube journey that you completely disagree now?
Yeah, there is actually, yeah.
What would that be?
So again, I'd kind of listened to a lot of advice that is now, I think, mostly irrelevant. And that would be making sure that you have an SEO optimized description with lots of keywords in it, and then 3 relevant hashtags. My most recent videos have one hashtag in them. It's hashtag JB, and they're the most. It's a pure coincidence, and it's probably due to the momentum that I've built. But those videos are getting thousands of views.
Nice.
Whereas I'm not saying that to brag. Whereas the earlier videos that I used loads of keywords, and I used Copilot or ChatGPT to generate me an SEO keyword description,
Yeah.
doesn't do anything. And a lot of channels won't even put a description or a very minimal one, and it makes no difference. What actually makes a difference is how many people click on your video, how many people watch your video, and how many people continue to watch that video and engage with you as a creator, like likes and comments. So
Yeah.
the advice that I gave in my first couple of videos about keywords and stuff like that, I'd completely scrap it because I don't think it's relevant in 2025.
Yeah. Fair enough. Can I ask you one more question, and I'm going to stop, if
That's
that is
okay. You can
okay.
keep asking now. I'm just going to acknowledge Naz.
Okay.
He's going to start using hashtag JB in all of his videos now.
Yeah, it has a nice. It has an. Hey, did you saw that the YouTube collab option? YouTube has now. You can actually upload a video and add a person who you are collabing with. For example, you can upload the video and you add me as a collab in that video. I have to accept it, of course, and your video gets to be shown to my audience also.
No, I didn't realize that you could do that.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into it. Is it a new feature?
Yeah. I think it rolled out 2 days ago, perhaps. But nevertheless, the final question, Jay. What is the common YouTube growth hack you see people chasing in their early stages that actually hurts them a lot in the long run?
It's going to be the frequency of uploads. I
I
think I saw somebody mention earlier, Tiffany said that when she dropped down to making one video a week, that her channel suffered for it. I think
I don't know about that.
I don't think it's true. I mean, I used to upload 3 times a week, and now I do maybe 3 or 4 videos a month, and my channel is growing quicker than it ever has because I've focused on quality the best that I can anyway over quantity. And I think that's going to make such a difference for anyone's channel, regardless of what content you make. And I'll use a very well-known channel as an example, Film Booth. He's not a very active channel anymore, but he used to upload 1 video a week, maybe 1 video a fortnight. There's another channel called Better Ideas, millions of subscribers. He does a video once every couple of months, but then videos get millions of views because they're really good.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the worst YouTube growth advice. It just leads people to be burnt out, disappointed, frustrated, wondering what they're doing wrong. Oh, I'm uploading 3 times a week, but my channel's not growing. You're diluting your efforts into 3 pieces of content when you could be spending that time researching, planning, preparing, producing, and editing a better video. So
and the chances of one of those videos exploding is not going to be bigger with the quantity, right?
No, I don't think so. I think a lot of people, they will treat it like a lottery. So they'll upload loads of videos. They'll just keep pumping out the content and sitting there hoping, you know, they'll upload a video, then they're on the app sitting there going, oh, is this the one? Is this the one that's going to blow up? And a lot of people will go viral randomly with a video that they didn't intend to you know, they didn't put a lot of effort in, say. But that really isn't often, is it? Let's face it. Most people don't go viral. For every one person that has a massive hit, there's probably, you know, 10,000 that don't. So, yeah.
If not even more. If not more, yeah. I mean, there's 2 billion people on YouTube. I don't know how many of those are actually uploading, but a statistic that I read recently was that 90% of channels never make it to 1,000 subscribers. And the main reason for that is channel abandonment, which is basically they've quit. So, for reasons unknown, right? Yeah.
Sobering thoughts, right? It just goes to show how difficult it is. And I get it, you know, after you've uploaded 8 times and you've got 20 subscribers, or your second video gets 0 views, it can be pretty disheartening for a lot of people. But it is worth it. Carry on.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. I just want to say what you said. Keep grinding, carry on. But I fail to see the reason why any channel should upload more than once a week, to be honest.
Yeah. Also, you have to respect your viewers' time. I mean, I don't know about you, but how many people are going to want to sit there and listen to me talk every single day? It's bad enough they have to put up with me on a Friday night and one video a week, right? With my silliness. Imagine every single day they see my big smiling face with a blue thumbnail pop up on the homepage. They're not going to click on it. Or if they did, they're crazy, because I don't want to watch the same people every day. I like to have a little bit of variety in my content. Even now I'm talking and people are leaving. So what does that say about me as a person? I'm going to move over to the audience questions now, because
we should.
Talking an hour and I've been neglecting people, but no, it's been really great asking you questions about your channel. That's what this is about, really. And if anyone wants to be on here with me, if you're brave enough, let me know. You can get my email address, or you can leave a comment or leave a comment here, and I'll do my very best to get round to you. I do have quite a few people that are interested. So I'm going to go to the audience. I'm going to go back as far as I can without... So here we go. Chappie's got a question for you, which is the perfect way to start this. Do you have a plan for the future? Are you going to teach people? Are you hoping for record deals, music for performers, or known artists?
Well, Chappie, thanks for the question, first of all. Well, my plan for the future is I want to teach people to use Suno, because it's one of the ways, one of the easiest ways for me to make some money, and it's also a way to help people not to get copyright strike on their YouTube journey, right? So if you invest some money and some of your time, I can teach you to create music that is perfect for any type of content that you have, anything. So that is one of my let's say offers or plans. Record deals, regarding those, I want to have my own record deal. As I said, I want to help people who are also making AI music. I want to gather them under one roof and to be like a safe place for them, because I know they're going to be rejected from all of the record labels, unless they have some friends or stuff like that. But I want to be a safe house for them. I want to help them grow. And music for performers or known artists, I'm already kind of doing that, because I can extract stems of my music. That's let's say my song, it gets dissected into every single part of it, like the drums, the kicks, the vocals, the stuff like that, and I'm already selling that as a pack. So the performers or known artists can buy that stem pack and insert it into their music creating tool, whatever it is, be it I don't know, Ableton or what, and then they can play with it and create their own music.
Man, you've definitely got a plan. That's a good answer. Thanks so much. Let's go through the comments here. Again, if anyone has got a question for me or my guest, please do put it in the chat. Yep, that's Chappie's question there.
Thanks, Chappie, once again.
Yeah, I think just to our point earlier, Tiffany said she was uploading 7 days a week, and then she got sick. But then she said she uploaded once a week, and her channel was ruined. So I'd be interested to know why that is.
Yeah. I would like to know more about that.
Yeah, definitely. I'll have to look at a channel and see what's going on there. Mike's got a question. Don't you have to be your own brand with your face on it if you're a talking head video to build a loyal community and following, which in turn builds trust, even if you are a small channel? No, I don't think you do. There are so many different ways to have a YouTube channel and entertain people, educate people, inspire people. You don't have to have your face in the video. For me personally, I'm building a personal brand. You know, I am the face of my channel. People recognize me. My thumbnails have my face plastered all over them, for better or worse, as do my videos. So for me, it's important. You know, a lot of people don't. Nenad doesn't. His channel is growing nicely. He's got thousands of watch hours, and his channel is successful without his face on there. As for the community, Nenad, what would you say? Because I guess a music channel like you're not going to get necessarily the same community engagement that we might. So you might get the odd great music or great song, thanks comment, right?
Something like that. Yeah, great music, great song, and that's basically it. Maybe people will say, "What is this song?" and then put a timestamp, stuff like that.
Okay.
But Mike, thanks for the question. I would like to answer the first part of it because my 9 to 5 is marketing. I'm into marketing, corporate marketing. So when you say you have to be your own brand, you are talking about a lot of stuff. Everything is a brand. If you ask for a designer to do your brand kit, to do your visual identity, the designer is going to give you so many stuff. I mean, the coloring, the fonts, the colors, everything. So it's a broad thing that you have grasped and kind of molded into a question for Jay. So you have to be more precise. That's what I want to say.
Thank you very much. And then thanks for the question as well, Mike. Appreciate that. Naz has asked a question. What does your current AI toolkit look like? So I think you've mentioned is it Sonos?
Suno.
Okay, so that's not something that most people are going to be familiar with, but that's the generation. I guess it's a large language model, generative AI.
Yes. That creates music. That's the one for the music. But my actual toolkit is a bit broader. It's I have, I don't know, maybe $100-ish in subscriptions for various AI tools that I use. I use Midjourney for my visuals, for the channel avatar, for the coloring, for the backgrounds. I use ChatGPT for research. I use DeepSeek for search. I use Grok, and now I'm testing an AI agent. I'm not paying for all of those. I'm using 11 Labs for the voice, and my actual toolkit is it's not a small one, right? But I have to try them in order to have a valid opinion. I cannot know if something is good or bad if I don't try it, right? So I encourage everybody to try, because all of that I mentioned have the free trials and free versions that you can use to an extent daily or weekly or whatever. And that's how you keep yourself on track. But yeah, my toolkit has like maybe five that I use daily. Let's say it like that.
That's interesting, especially the amount of tools that you use. I have to admit, I don't really use that much. I use AI for content ideation, but only for asking questions. So recently I wanted a statistic with a source, and rather than use Google, I just used Copilot and asked it the question, and it gave me the answer. I know people have a lot of different reasons why they use it.
Well, people have lots of different reasons why they're using, and even more reason for why they are not using some tools. But I encourage everyone to at least try, because there is not a single tool that is good for everything, right? So there is, even though ChatGPT can generate images, it's not nearly close to Midjourney, right? Midjourney can create, can
Midjourney.
animate. Midjourney, yeah, right. Midjourney can create, can animate an image, but it's not nearly as good as Kling AI that I also am subscribed, and so on and so forth. So there is not a single tool yet that is like a one-stop shop for AI anything.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's see. Mohit's asked a question. Oh, well, this is something that he's really interested in, but
Yeah.
I think everyone is really. How do you get to 4,000 watch hours? Well, I can't. I know how. I know the answer to that is just keep making videos that people want to watch, and you'll get there eventually. But
Yeah.
if you're looking for a magical answer, there isn't one. Nanad, you're slightly different. Mohit, I don't know if you're at the beginning of the live, but Nanad basically has 17,000 watch hours. But he makes music, and people put the music on and go about their day, do their workout, do their, whatever it is they do. So it's a very different prospect for him than it is for
Yeah.
channels like us.
Yeah, well, my lower performing videos generate around 50 watch hours, let's say, like that. Those
Yeah.
are my lower performing ones. But I think, Mohit, that you're not phrasing your question correctly. You're actually what are you asking is how any advice on getting to that 4K watch hours faster than I am. You're going to hit that 100%. Your
He
channel
wants
is very.
everything today, this man, honestly.
Sorry.
He wants everything today.
Yeah, impatient. Your channel, Mohit, is very good. You have steady growth. You just need to keep what you're doing, and everything is fine. You're going to hit that mark at one point in time. So don't rush it, man.
Yeah, I'd say that. I mean, I'd also add as well, if you want to get more watch hours going live, I know that you've already started doing it, but do that once a week. Schedule your lives, but also plan them. So it's difficult for me because I have a guest on, so
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily choreographing this as a podcast usually would, which can hurt the retention. It can, it can make it slightly less interesting for a lot of people. But then if you're going to do your lives by yourself, rather than just going with the traditional question and answer type thing, which you're reliant on the audience, you're reliant on good questions.
Yeah.
You might get a load of questions that you don't really want to answer, that aren't necessarily that interesting, although they might be valuable. What I would do instead is plan a live like you would a video with some talking points, and then sit there on a live for half an hour, and go through the questions that you've already got pre-prepared, and then open it up to Q&A at the end. If you do that every week, you could easily get an extra 200 to 300 watch hours a week just from doing one live a week. That's what I do. My lives, I don't draw a massive audience for whatever reason, but the lives on my channel, I've only done 8 or 9. They are almost half of my watch hours, give or take.
Yeah.
So I'd highly recommend that.
Yeah. Well, actually, Mohit can actually do. People channels are actually doing that something with me lives, right? Like study with me, work with me, or exercise with me. They just put on some cool background music, like not like mine or even like mine, and they just go. For example, Mohit would be working out with kettlebells, right? So a workout with me. Yeah, workout with me live, where he just puts the music in the background and just points the camera at himself working with kettlebells. You don't have to say anything. You just work out. People, if they tune in, they can listen to music. So you're either way, you're going to work out, right? If you're a gym channel. So that's it. 1 hour workout, no, not a word said, and you gain your 200 hours.
Do you know, that's actually not a bad idea. Give it a go. Let us know how you get on. Steve's asked a question. I'm
sorry for interrupting. I'm going to those are kinds of videos that I'm planning in the near future to make music with me, where I'm going to stream my desktop and just going to create music so people can join in and see how I work.
Okay, that sounds cool. I was thinking about doing something similar with the editing, but it's going to be tricky because obviously with the editing, it's like I'm going back and forth over the same piece of content constantly, and it's just going to be Oh, imagine listening to that. Me saying the same thing over and over again while I trim it. You can't. It wouldn't work.
Yeah, but imagine if you cut that content. You say you do it for 1 hour, and then you cut a 2-minute version of it in a sorry, in a form of YouTube short where you just explain it how you do it, a transition or something, some effect. So it's a lies are generators of content.
Yeah, they are. They are. And I wish I had more time to actually edit
That is
my lives into more polished versions of themselves, but I just don't have the time. It's a simple fact. So this for me
Yeah.
is a bit of a break. If I'm being perfectly honest with you, I don't care how many people watch it. I like for the audience. I mean, sorry, for the guest, I care. I don't. I treat it with respect, but I don't do this for big view numbers. You know, I do this for pleasure, to speak to people, to get to know them, and to help people out as well. So I don't want that to sound horrible,
Right.
but if I get 10 views, then I'm fine with that.
Yeah, your lives are a solid Friday evening choice. So it's cool.
Thanks, Nana. I appreciate that. And I enjoy doing them. That's the most important thing. And that's the most important thing with YouTube. If you enjoy doing
Yeah.
whatever you're doing, you're going to keep doing it, right?
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. So let's have a look. So, Chappie. Oh, sorry, I missed out Steve's comment. His question. How's your dog enjoying his spa? Oh, are you talking about the the dog spa 3000? Yeah. It's great, mate. It's really he's really enjoying it, and no one here is really going to know what you're talking about. So yeah, but those that know, they know. Nana's laughing because he knows.
That was so awesome, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that. That was actually AI generated. That video at the end.
Nice one.
So,
Nice one.
there you
You
go.
have skill. You have skills.
Oh yeah,
Young Padawan, you have skills.
So, Chappie, I don't know what you mean. We all know Jay doesn't even have to try. I resent that because I put a lot of effort into my content. So I don't know what you mean.
Yeah.
But as a new channel, how often should you make changes to your settings or your content to see if the change makes a difference on your channel? You'll have to let me know what settings you're talking about.
Perhaps the upload defaults or the channel tags or no?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't think they're that important, to be honest.
Well, I suppose so, but I think I mean, what is your reach, your impressions? Where do they come from mostly?
Me. Browse.
Browse.
Mostly. I mean, I can always pull them up to have a look if you want.
No, I'm just interested if you know it from the top of your head.
Yeah, so mostly browse for a lot of my videos. If I go to studio now, I'll have a look. I don't go on here that often, believe it or not. We'll have a look. The categories or the upload schedule, things like that. Okay. Yeah, so the upload schedule, again, I just make a video, and when it's ready, I generally schedule it a couple of days in advance. Not for any reason. I don't think it's going to make a difference to the video's performance. I just like to know. I got myself into a position a few weeks ago where I had a video ahead of time ready. So I had a week in advance ready. In fact, I had 2 weeks at one point, and it just gives me a little bit of breathing space to take my time and relax a little bit. That I can make a video, and even if it takes me 8 or 9 days, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I think that's quite important because rushing a video is never going to help your channel in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah,
the categories. I mean, I'm going to show you. I'll just have a little look through, and I'll show you what I'm.
I always upload my videos 2 days or one day, at least one day before the publish, because of my Patreons.
Okay.
All 2 of them.
Yeah, fair enough. But if I was to go into the settings that he's talking about here, the upload defaults. So the basic info, I've literally got the same thing in every single one. So it'll be about my website for my coaching offer, and then the newsletter, and I have that at the top. So whatever you think about having the most keywords at the top of the description, that is the top of my description. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make a difference. That's my tag that I use. That's it. I mean, I might add a few more on certain videos. The advanced settings, we look down on them. How to and style has been the same thing since I first started uploading. I never change it. I don't want to confuse the platform. I want to make it very clear what my video is. I don't think these settings matter that much. I've seen YouTube growth channels who have that as education. I don't think it makes that much of a difference. So there's that. And then obviously I've got the keywords. These have been the same since the beginning. And that's it really. And then if you look at analytics for reach, you mentioned reach, Nenad.
Yeah. Your impressions, where does your traffic come from?
Yeah, so let's look at the most recent video then. You can tell how much I go in here because I literally.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so you need to go to analytics. You need to go to see more. Click on the analytics.
Yeah, so it's the advanced mode, isn't it?
Yep. And then you can see, on the top you see a report and content on the top. Then you click on that and say traffic sources in the past 28 days, for example.
Let's see. We're never too.
No. That's top content. The second one, the traffic sources.
Thank you. So I literally don't use this site.
Right.
Okay, there you go. So browse features is 77%.
Yeah, that's browse features, and then suggested is 10%. Right.
Yeah.
Well, so if you don't, I mean, this is just a theory. I'm just thinking out loud here. If you don't use too many channel tags and keywords, how does YouTube know who is it going to suggest your video to?
Well, here's the thing. It seems to know because it scans. YouTube's very clever, right? It knows what my video is about. That's why if you upload a video with a song in it that is copyrighted, once it's finished processing, it tells you immediately that there's a copyright strike on that video.
Yes, but I'm not sure. I mean, that stands for talking head channels, right? Because YouTube also scans what you're speaking about, and
it knows everything. So it knows what you're speaking about. It knows what language you're speaking in. It knows absolutely everything. So that's why I think that the old days of tags, really, they're not that important anymore. The description.
I also believe that, but I just like to poke about that thought, because, for example, YouTube has a kind of a tool to recognize if a song is copyrighted, if it has a content ID or some kind of a mark on it, but does it know the genre?
Yeah, it does, because it knows what I'm talking about.
Nice.
Because if I know how to do it on the mobile, but on here, I'm not sure how you get to the content that suggests your videos.
Yes, in my case, the content is very, very colorful.
Mine is all YouTube growth content suggesting my content.
Mine is literally everything, from YouTube content to music, to unrelated music, to I don't know what. So, but that's just maybe me. So I'm just thinking out loud here, not trying to act smart.
No, it's fine. Like I said, when there's no such thing as an expert when it comes to. There's always something to learn. For me, the analytics is the weaker area for me. I know that people like Time Ayers, they'll spend a lot of time going through analytics. I do really. I know the basics, so about click-through rate, average view duration, but when it comes to using the website itself, it's not something I spend a lot of time on at all.
Yeah.
I'll look at the reach that I get. It's just not really my cup of tea. I don't dive deep into analytics. I find them quite boring, to be honest. But a lot of people obsess over it, and that's fine.
Cool.
So we've got some more questions which we'll go to. Mohit here. Joe, you've had a big month on the channel. What's your biggest lesson in the last 30 days? Again, just make the best videos you can, and just keep improving every time you upload, even if it's just a small amount, and really do your research before you post a video to see if that content type or that subject is going to be interesting for people. And when you do that, that video's got a lot higher chance of doing well. So whatever your topic's about, research it, take the 5 biggest videos talking about that topic, analyze them properly and watch them over and over again, see how they do their hooks, see how they do their transitions between, you know, the subjects in the video, see what their title is, see what their thumbnail looks like, and then try to apply that to your own content. And that's all I do, and it seems to be working. So obviously don't copy the video. Always put your own style on there, put your own spin on there, right?
Don't copy too much.
Definitely not. Oh dear. Rose, no, I don't know him. Please don't give anyone access to your channel.
Never.
If they're trying to scam you, never do that. Help the SEO. SEO stands for search engine optimization. Again, it's just a buzzword that people use. I mean, it is a thing, but yeah, don't ever do that, Rose, please. And if you have, you need to change your password. Let me know if you have, because you need to do something about it if that's the case.
I think they're trying to be added as a moderator or as an editor or as an owner of the channel mistakenly in order to scam. But
yeah, like, never give anyone access to your YouTube channel ever. Joseph, where did the majority of your impressions come from traffic wise, Nenad?
Browse and suggested. It's almost 90%.
Both.
Yeah, combined. I'm not sure. I mean, browse is bigger than suggested, obviously, but both of them combined are something like 90%. I can check and answer that one if you give me 1 second.
I'm not sure what you mean with that, Joseph. Because obviously I don't think I was looking at the chat when you posted it.
Right. So in the past 28 days, majority comes from playlists, but
Okay.
lifetime, no. I mean, it's 50% from playlists. That's it, because I have uploaded few batches of songs.
Right.
But let's say lifetime, yeah, it's 75% suggested and browse. Suggested is 40%, browse is 25%. Let's say like that.
Okay. So no, I don't think my theory is the less tags you add, the better recommendations. All I'm saying is I don't think they matter that much because I don't put any in there, and my content is recommended to people. I mean, you know, I'm getting a lot of impressions, and the content suggesting my content is all the same niche as me. So it's very clear to me that YouTube knows what my content is about and who it's for. That's all I was saying. I don't think that tags are necessarily redundant, but I don't think they're that important anymore. And that's why I don't really bother with them. Hashtags specifically. And I haven't put hashtags really in the last couple of videos, and they're still getting thousands of views. So I don't know. And for me, that's a lot.
It is. I mean, it's actually it's not a good time for your channel to make assumptions. Sorry, my dog. To make assumptions about that, because your channel is exploding right now. It can be because of various reasons. It can be because it has tags or it doesn't have tags. So it's hard to say this is because of this. Let's say it like that. As you
No,
say, as
I'm not
you
saying that my channel's
no,
doing well now because of I'm not
no,
using tags. I'm saying that I haven't really used tags for quite a while, and my content has just gradually got more and more views as it's gone, and my videos have improved, right? And then I had one video that did really well. It had, high average view duration, high click-through rate. People commented on it a lot, and it got quite a lot of likes. And that's what made the video do well. There's no hashtag that I could have added to that video that would have improved the
no.
performance, in my
No,
opinion.
no,
I
no,
think,
no, no, no. I agree with you. I mean, they don't matter to an extent that people are saying that they do.
yeah,
That's it. I broke my tongue saying that.
yeah, fair enough. Okay, yeah, fair enough, Joseph. I appreciate that. Okay, well, if we don't have any more questions, I'm gonna call it a night because I'm rambling a little bit because I'm really tired. I've had a busy day. I've been up since 6, and I don't want to take up any more of Nenad's time either. I'm
It's
very
fine.
grateful to you for coming on tonight and talking about your channel, all of the processes behind the music that you make. I think it's amazing. I will continue to listen to your music. I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, likewise, man. Thank you for having me, and thank you, and also thank to everybody in the audience for the questions. I really appreciate you. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, and if you don't know Nenad as it is, please do check out his channel, Liquid Hour D&B. He's got some great music there. It's perfect for working out, walking, doing your housework, whatever it is. I'm sure you'll enjoy it just the same that I do. And yeah, thank you so much for everyone being here. I really do appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you next time. Just a quick point, I'm going away for a couple of weeks on holiday. I won't be around. When I get back at the end of September, I'm going to be on a live with Steve doing a YouTube Q&A. And then the week after that, I have Rob the Maritimer on as a guest on the 3rd of October, which will be quite a nice live as well. So I hope to see you on both of those. And yeah, until then, have a great evening.
Bye.